Well, something you may not know, Baltimore City has a large percentage of immigrant-owned businesses, even more than some other cities with similar immigrant populations.
11 News' Hepkins joins us live tonight from Fells Point to show us how these entrepreneurs are factoring into Baltimore's business scene. Andre.
Kai, Adam, good evening. I'm standing here on Broadway, a couple of blocks north of Eastern Avenue, where you can literally see the signs of the fact that immigrants own a lot of businesses here in Baltimore. In fact, a few years back, the Fiscal Policy Institute did a study that showed that Baltimore is similar to cities like Philadelphia and Minneapolis when it came to the percentages of immigrants living in those cities. But when you looked at the percentages of immigrant-owned businesses, Baltimore outperformed those in other cities. And I've spent the past few weeks talking to immigrants in the city who own businesses, and they've impressed me with their personal stories about their drive to succeed. And that passion is pumping a lot of energy into Baltimore's economy.
She was born Svetlana Moros. She's now known as Lana Brown. Lana owns Fleur de Lis, a florist shop on Baltimore's Liberty Street. Economic freedom is what she found in the USA, something she couldn't get in her home country of Russia.
Because in Russia, if you don't bribe people, authorities, you can't do much of anything.
But here, her dreams flourished, and the fruits of her labor have generated jobs for other immigrants, including Sabrina Lee. She left China 5 years ago. Here, the Maryland Institute College of Art graduate is planting seeds for her own entrepreneurial dreams.
I really want to open my own graphic design studio.
I was dreaming to have my own business, and and I never thought it would happen, but it did happen, and it makes you very proud, feel proud.
A 2014 study by Baltimore City and the Abell Foundation found that 7% of the people living in the city were born outside of the United States, but immigrants owned 21% of Baltimore's businesses.
The owner of Green Lime Cleaning is telling her workers how to clean the floors in this Pikesville home. Alejandra Ivanovich is originally from Venezuela.
My mom brought us to Florida the year Chavez took office.
Alejandra's family fled Hugo Chavez in 1999. The single mother escaped an abusive relationship in Florida, then rebounded in Baltimore, where she found opportunity through business ownership.
I want my kids to be proud of me and to see that there is nothing that can happen to you that will stop you.
At this Latino Network Providers Monthly meeting, sponsored by Esperanza Center of Catholic Charities, we talked to organizers about immigrant grit as a source for success.
Most people that we talk to at the Esperanza Center are fleeing either really terrible poverty in their home countries or are fleeing violence.
Many of these new Americans have found homes in Baltimore's Highlandtown neighborhood. Here along Eastern Avenue, you'll see many faces from different places who are breathing life into once vacant spaces.
Places in Highlandtown are full of new businesses. There's families all over the place. And there's just a lot of vibrancy and economic activity that new immigrants bring to any part of the country that they come to. And Baltimore is a great example.
Love this country with all of my heart, that I am so grateful for all the good things it has given me.
And I met Alejandra at a Latino Providers Network event. It's a monthly event that's sponsored by the Esperanza Center of Catholic Charities a couple of blocks up. They tell me they help about 20% of Baltimore's immigrants assimilate into this city. Live in Fells Point, I'm Andre Hepkins, WBAL TV 11 News.
Great to see that impact, Andre. Thank you so much.
Yeah, most definitely.